Hey everyone, so I am doing an update today along with a rant, I guess, because I don't want to make a whole separate video about it. But yeah, I was on the Guru website where I got all those Stephanie Sue comments from, and I saw people talking about a topic that's a little bit old, and like I saw it right before I wanted to record this update, so I'm like, I'll throw that in too. So yeah, a rant will be in at the end. You can stick around for that. So I have some bullet points. I'm just going to go through them, and yeah, got a bunch of things to talk about. For one, I have a new art video up. A video that I started like months ago, which was a drawing of Nayomichan. I finally finished that one, so you can go and watch that. I think it's pretty nice. Censorship. So I don't know how to explain it, but I basically have a method that I'm working out for like when I censor out stuff and when I don't, with all these new YouTube rules. Certain videos I just let loose and I'm unleashed. Other videos I'll censor stuff out. I don't feel like explaining it right now, but I'm just saying if you see inconsistency with that, it's not that I'm like, I will never swear again. It's just that certain videos I do, certain videos I don't, but there's always going to be videos where I do. Because eventually the adpocalypse stuff, it can't continue anyway, and I just don't believe in actual censorship, like censoring how I want to explain stuff. I'm still gonna say what I have to say. I just might cut some of the like flagged words out and stuff. I do want to say, if anybody has any topics that they want me to talk about, you can comment it. I always have stuff to talk about. I'm not asking that because I'm like, I got nothing to talk about. I just found something even making this update. I talk all the time, as you already know. But if you want me to talk about something in particular, let me know. With that being said, a friend of mine was asking me to talk about the Caitlin Bennett thing, and I didn't know like the new thing with her at the college. So I thought that my friend just wanted me to talk about like just her in general. And I'm like, she just wants attention. But now that I know, I'm like, I need to make a video on that. And that's gonna be long, but that's the next thing I'm going to work on. But yeah, so stuff like that. Any subject, just suggest it. I won't. Just keep in mind that I only talk about stuff that's like really important. I get comments all the time where, people who really can't stand what I have to say, they're constantly just like, you're doing this just to disagree with the majority. I only talk about subjects if I have something to say that's not being said. I pretty much never talk about stuff that everybody else is talking about. So oftentimes, since I'm a very thought-provoking person, a very critical and speculative person, if I'm talking about something and saying something that most people aren't saying, it's probably going to make people angry. Like, just most likely. But yeah. So give me suggestions if you want, and I'll take them under advisement. The dogs, even tonight, it is literally like almost midnight, and the dogs are barking. Anyway, so pet peeves. Like, I wanted to talk about a pet peeve very quickly, which is how people have to hide anger. It just annoys me that when ignore the dog. I don't know what's going on with it. But it really annoys me that when people are angry on TV, on the news and stuff, they have to hide it. And I have this little idea that I'm still working on where I want to do like some compilations. Like, as some of you know, like old subs know that I have like versus videos and stuff. I want to like not bring that back because man, those were exhausting to make. I want to like do some compilations of some of the human behavior stuff that I talk about all the time. So I'm like going to do videos on like certain things, like with this, hiding your anger. Because people think that being mature is not being upset. I just got a comment on a video like a few hours ago. I think it's my newest upload, which was a TLDR. And they're just like, look at my tone and look at your tone and tell me who can and can't take criticism. And I'm like, yeah, you having a polite tone, even though they were being condescending the whole time. Like, they were like, Kurena. Oh, God. And then it kept laughing at me over some other crap. I'm like, you speaking in a pretentious way doesn't mean you can take criticism. If anything, it means you can't. Like, you're being insecure. Pretentious people are insecure. So it's just annoying that, like, people think that by speaking in a professional tone, not a polite tone, they keep using professional or polite in a synonymous way of professional, when those aren't the same thing. But they say if they speak like that, they're the mature one and they can take criticism and blah, blah, blah. And if you're like, dude, you're full of it. Like, come on, I see through you. If you say any of that to them, you're the immature one, you can't take criticism, blah, blah, blah. It's like, come on. Like, you literally admitted that you didn't even watch my video. You keep putting words in my mouth, so you're not even listening to the little bit that you did hear, and I'm the one who can't take criticism because I'm saying you're spouting BS. I'm so tired of like the whole you have to be polite to be a mature person, which is why I don't promote that stuff. But yeah, I want to do a compilation because I just saw a video of Bill Nye who was angry. He was honestly angry about the pro-life, pro-choice debate, and he was trying to keep himself composed to talk about it. Do you get what I'm saying? Human beings on a regular get angry. It's normal, but when you're talking to the public, you got to be polite. And because we do this so much in America, especially, whenever we see anyone the slightest bit angry in a video, let alone if they yell, it seems like it's the worst thing in the world, even though people do this stuff all the time off camera. So like, we're not used to it. We are so unprepared for it that it seems way worse than it is. So I want to do a compilation of stuff like that at some point. So I'm like archiving videos and stuff. My friend was looking at a comment on one of the older videos of mine, the Markiplier one, and she was like, you got a comment where somebody said that your video has no structure, like your videos don't have any structure. And I'm like, of all the videos to say that, you put that on a Markiplier video. Like, he has the worst structure of any YouTuber. Even his comedy act is just saying the same word over and over again for 20 minutes. Like, come on. Have you ever heard him try to explain something in any of his serious videos? Like, it got so bad that I Hate Everything criticized him for it. I think I might have even made a video about it defending him. That's the funny thing. I'm pretty sure, like, somewhere deep in the archives of my channel, I have a video that was probably poorly worded. I don't remember, but it was like one of my first videos. Like, I was arguing against what I Hate Everything said, and I was saying it's hard for people to articulate themselves. He's trying to say that he doesn't like the negativity on YouTube, but you're getting mad because of the way that he's saying it, because you also post about negativity. You're not trying to understand where he's coming from. You're just criticizing the fact that he couldn't say it correctly. I had a problem with that. And that's a video where I actually defended the guy. But my point is, he does have terrible structure in his videos. That's just an objective fact. So I just find it funny that of all the videos to say that to me, you do it on a Markiplier one. Also, speaking of like older videos, the Primming fans are still here, everybody. Like, they're really mad. I've been telling my friends, like, of all the videos for people to be obsessed with, out of everyone who I've ever said anything about, like PewDiePie, Markiplier, Matthew Patrick, I Hate Everything, Lewis Spears, H3H3, you name it. Of all the people, Primming is the one. That's the one that we're gonna all rally against, and come on. And it's gotten so bad that if you type my name on YouTube, if you type Kurena Fujio, the first thing that pops up is Primming. It makes no sense. I just can't believe people are so mad about it. They don't have a reason to be, by the way. I still stand by everything that I said. Primink is the same as the Rewired Soul, and everybody's criticism for why they hate the Rewired Soul and why he deserves to be canceled is because he can't take criticism, even though most people can't, and including the commenters, and he didn't address certain things that people accuse them of, which most people don't. Most people ignore things that they did wrong. They don't want to address it. I think that that's a bad thing. I myself try my best not to do that. I always try to address everything. As you all know, I talk endlessly. When I respond to people, it's a Bible verse. But my point is, I'm consistent with it. And even I'm saying that that's not worth canceling someone over, because most of the people who are canceling him do it themselves. Another compilation I want to do is like people diagnosing other people online. Like, I saw one exposure video of the Rewired Soul where she literally diagnoses them within like the first 10 minutes of her video, maybe 11. And she then says, I'm not diagnosing them, I'm just reading the definition out. I'm like, girl. And she meant it genuinely. It wasn't sarcasm. I'm just like, people are such hypocrites. Like, I just hate hypocrites. Anyway, a show that I'm watching right now that I want to talk about was, just very quickly, Cells at Work. You need to watch that show, like, if you like anime. Because the thing is, I know it's a surprise for everybody, but I really don't watch anime like that. I know it's a surprise. Like, one day I need to explain myself, but like, my name is not because I like anime or something. It's just a name that I made up in high school. We had like a project. So I used a name that a friend came up with for a character of mine. Well, a name that I changed. Like, it was like Kurena, or I changed it to Kurena. That's where it came from. I just always liked the first name, Kurena. Like, I love the name Kurena. So it's not an anime thing. As for the macaroons flying in the background in half my videos, I like cute stuff. I mean, come on. Like, I'm an artist. I like aesthetics. And the character comes from a website, My Candy Love, because this channel started off on me doing My Candy Love parodies. I can't talk. So yeah, it all just came together, and I really seem like a weeb, but I don't watch anime like that. So long story short, I could talk about it more some other day. I did finally look at an anime on Netflix, and Cells at Work. It's really nice. I watched the whole first season. I don't think they put out another season yet. And it's really sad because they have there's some doctors who react to it. I think only 2 so far. There should be more. But the guy who started doing the reactions has been ripped off of by an American. Following the stereotype of Americans, this guy, Dr. Mike, ripped off this other guy whose name I can't remember, but it's going to be up on the screen right now. He ripped him off. He took his format and completely copied it. Multiple different reaction videos that this other person did. And then when the other person asked to collab with him, he didn't even get mad at him or something. Dr. Mike blacklisted him and continued to pretend like it was his format all along. And Dr. Mike is very lazy. He doesn't really explain anything. He just kind of smiles and lets stuff go along. If you watch the original, this guy actually makes predictions, and you know that he knows what he's talking about because he noticed stuff in the show that only people with a medical background can notice, who also have critical thinking skills. And he's like, well, why can't the white cell come and help the other white cell? It must be because of this and this and that reasons. So if you're a doctor, a nurse, if you're somebody in the medical field, you should watch that show. But if you like anime, you should watch that show too. I just think that it would be a fun show for medical people to watch. But it's a really nice show. Moving on from that, what else do I have on this list? Music. I skipped that. Before I say the music thing, my Paprika drawing should be out this month. I have been working on Paprika, okay, because I wanted to do some character in a more hyper-realistic way because I'm practicing that stuff these days. And it's almost done. It should be up this month. Can't wait to finish it. Gonna put it up, moving on. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, music. So I love Megamixes, a lot. And maybe I'll do a separate video on it at some point, but I really like Megamixes because it takes the best parts of music and puts them together. It's at first I really liked mashups, but then when I found Megamixes, I'm like, this is even better. So there's this one Megamix that right now I'm really obsessed with, and not everybody is into the same music, I know. So you might not like it, but if you don't know what Megamixes are, you should still look into them and see if you find any that fit your style of music. But I'm gonna put it up on the screen here. It's got a lot of grim sounds in it and Halloween stuff. So it's really creatively ethereal-ish and kind of grim and spooky and blah blah blah. So you can watch that because it has a little music video that I think is really nice too. It sucks you can't do a video about Megamixes and play the music, or else you'll get striken down because the internet doesn't recognize it as fair use. Speaking of fair use, that was the perfect segue for me to end with music, because now, speaking of that, my rant is about the golden boy, Markiplier. Let me check the timestamp. Where am I at? Ooh, I'm doing a good job, everybody. I'm only at 16 minutes right now, maybe 17. And yeah, I thought that I'd be talking way longer. Hey, so I actually decided to make the Markiplier rant its own video because it was kind of a no-brainer. At first, I didn't realize how long I was going to go on about it. But yeah, so it's just going to be its own thing. I already edited it, and I just decided to separate the two. Aside from that, I just wanted to say, if anybody knows about the whole Make-A-Wish thing, could you tell me in the comments or link it to me, point to the thing? Hey, as I was revising this, I forgot to actually explain the whole Make-A-Wish thing, but long story short, you can just pause and read the screenshots that are up on screen because I was basically just going to summarize those. If anyone has any info about that, I just personally would like to know what was going on, so you can comment about it, but if you don't know, then understandable since it's old, and yeah, I'm just curious. I don't want to make a video on it because I honestly don't like talking about Markiplier. I know that his stans might not understand that because they just, I don't know why, but like everybody thinks in black and white extremes. It's such a big thing. They think that if you criticize someone, you think it's time for them to get canceled and you hate them and they're just the worst person in the world. And if you don't criticize them, you love them or something. And it's like, as I said earlier in this video, I just remembered in this video, as I said it, that I actually defended him years ago because I thought that I Hate Everything's critique of him wasn't okay. Like I thought that he was being petty about his critique. Criticize what he's saying, not how poorly he's saying it. You get my point? Don't make how bad someone phrases something the focal point of your issue with what they have to say. That's just stupid. So anyway, it's just funny because people don't understand. I just want to make it clear here, even though they're not going to sit through this whole thing, but I just want to make it clear to people who are subscribed to me, who do watch his videos or know about him or whatever. I don't think that he's the worst person in the world, which I've already said. And if you want to watch his videos, I think that that's perfectly fine. I find it funny that they're saying like, oh, he just makes his videos for blah, blah. He makes his videos for everybody to see. That's how you gain subscribers. You make them for everyone to see. People sub to you, you know? So the point is, he's not just talking to his subs when he makes videos, or else he would go to his member only thing where only his members would see it, you know? So my point is, I don't think that he should be canceled. I don't think he's the worst person in the world. But as I've said before, most people are empathic and narcissistic, and he fits into that category for sure. He is not exempt from that mass majority of the planet. And if people don't recognize that, that's a failing on their part, not mine. So anyway, thanks for watching, and that's it for this video. I'll see you all next time.